Hey guys, it's 11/3/2022. I haven't made a video in a while. I feel like I'm getting sick. Still have a cough and all that stuff. But I haven't made a video in a while because there hasn't been nothing going on. But the last 3 days I've been getting hit. Microwaves to the head. And they're making me super, super, super drowsy. I've been taking lots of naps. I've been sleeping late. They've been letting me sleep late. They've been letting me sleep through the night. I'll wake up 1 or 2 times a night and stuff, but I've been sleeping till 10, 11 o'clock, and then I get up for the day, but I almost feel drunk. They're hitting me in the head with microwaves, almost you know how your brain feels loose, almost? That's kind of what it feels like. It almost feels like a small migraine, headache, almost, but they're you could tell it's microwaves to the head, the last 3 days. So the first, yeah, they gave me a break there. They gave me maybe 2.5 weeks off. Really, in reality, they gave me about 2.5 weeks off, because they were making me run to the bathroom the first couple weeks of October. Not as much, but they made me run to the bathroom about 7 or 8 times in the first 2 weeks. So they were still kind of doing that, and then they laid off me. So what's going on? I wasn't getting hit, and then we had the big dogs. The big dogs were around last week. I wasn't getting hit, and the big dogs were around last week. They were by the park, parked by the park. And then I seen a big SUV. Could have been government. It wasn't black. It was more like a kind of a brown metallic, but we do have those kind in our city too, so it could have been government, I don't know, but it was a brand new SUV, blacked out. It just wasn't black. So now this guy is hitting me tonight. He's hitting me tonight. Now I have phlegm in my throat. I've been coughing up just a few minutes ago. I told this guy, I said, I'm ready to go to the hospital. I'm not going to go through this for another 6 months. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get a couple weeks off, and I'm not going to be tortured for the next 6 months. I'm not going through that again, okay? Now, in my program, I can go to the hospital, okay? They'll call me delusional. I'll mention Havana syndrome, and then they'll have me talk to someone, and we'll go through the steps and all that stuff. I'm not going to get locked up, but it'll cost me a little bit of money because Medicare only covers 80%. So I'm ready to go, you guys. I'm ready to call right now. I'm not going to sit here and let this guy torture me for another 6 months. I'm not doing it, okay? Now, I'm just not doing it, So I told him, the guy who was trying to make me throw up, making my stomach upset and all this stuff. I go, I said, if you make me throw up, I'm going to the hospital. I'm just gonna tell them I'm getting hit with Havana syndrome, and they're hitting me with microwaves to the head, and they're making me throw up all over the place. It's a legitimate medical issue. This guy wants to sit here and test me because he thinks I'm afraid to go to the hospital. I've been to the hospital so many times, you guys. I've been locked up so many times, you guys. I mean, it's like my second home. I have no problem going down there for 12 hours and laying there for 12 hours, and they can have me talk to a psych nurse and have me talk to people and go through all this stuff, call me delusional and everything else. We go through the steps and all that stuff, but it stops. When I get out, it stops. They cut them off. Now we go through this multiple times a year, you guys. Now, I don't know if it's different people all the time that just doesn't know what's going on. But we play this game. This is a cat and mouse game. We play this game. Or maybe it's what does Brian 2 call that? Uh, uh, where they go back and forth. I can't think of what it's called. I totally blanked it out. But we're playing the game, you know. So this is a game we play. They hit me super hard. I go to the doctor. It stops. They hit me super hard. I go to the hospital. It stops. Sometimes for a year and a half, you guys. Sometimes for a year and a half. They get cut off. So we keep on playing this game and this game and this game. And this guy just doesn't realize what's going on or something. You know. But if I go to the hospital, it's going to stop. And I know that. You know. I know that. Certain people out there don't want to see me get tortured, and they sure don't want to see my dogs get tortured. They don't want to see my dogs get tortured either, you know. But these people just don't get it, you know. So another subject, another thing to talk about is you know, do these people walk away? Do they walk away from this program? Do they walk away from this program? Do they, you know, what do they do when they're done using them? Do they send them to a country club and then retire them? Or, you know, what do they do with them? Well, I don't know what they do with them, but I know they're not going to a country club. These people are in this for life. They're in it for life. Okay, now... long after I move, or if I end up dead, if this guy kills me and he says it's a mistake, it's really on purpose, or whatever, if I end up dead somehow, these people are not walking away. You know, if I'm gone, or if I move, or if I'm forced to move, or if something happens that I can't live here, and I have to move and all this stuff, they're not letting these perps in the neighborhood walk away. Not going to let them walk away. These people are in this for life. They take their life away too. They take their life away. They cannot leave the damn house. There are perps in this neighborhood, you guys. They don't go camping. They don't go away for the weekend. They don't do anything. You know. You know. They're stuck here. This is their life. Their life is to harass me, is to, I don't know what they're doing, monitoring me. Maybe some people in the neighborhood are monitoring me. I do think they have some kind of, I don't know, they got to have some kind of generator type of, or receiver in the neighborhood, because we have strange men coming all the time to a house in the neighborhood, and it's a different guy all the time, you know. And I've seen some big people go to that house and stuff, and they actually threatened me, you know, but they didn't do anything. I actually think they turned down the weapons. I think there's people that come around to either turn up the weapons or turn them down. I really do believe that. They got to have some kind of receiver, some kind of receiver there, or some kind of, something is there, you know, where they can turn the weapons up and they can turn them down. Because there's a lot of strange ass men coming around the neighborhood that you never see. You see them a couple times and then they disappear, you know. So they use them and abuse them, and they're disappearing, you know. So these guys are in it for life. Even, you know, they're told lies and all this stuff. They're in it for life, you guys. They're in it for life. Even long after we're dead. If we end up dead somehow, if we don't make it, if they kill us on purpose, which, well, if they kill us on accident, which will really be on purpose, you know, they're not walking away from this. You know, I've seen guys in my program disappear. You know, I've seen some stuff in my program. I'm not going to go into detail, but let's just say these people are not good people. Everything they're accusing us of doing, they're doing. I've seen it. They showed me in my program. They showed me hanging around certain people, doing drugs, everything else. So they're not good people, and they're going to use them and abuse them. They're never getting out. They're never getting out. They're never getting out. We do have a chance to get out someday, but these people will never be let loose. They're too evil. They're too violent. They can't be walking around in society. They just can't let that happen. Do you think, we have FBI in our town. We have an FBI building downtown. Do you think these guys want these people walking around their kids? They don't want these people walking around their kids and their wives, the rapists and everything else. So that's what I'm talking about. Do they let them go, or are they walking away? They're never walking away. They're in this for life, and they are more controlled than we are. And I make that a promise. They're more controlled than we are. This guy tortured me right here. He has to sit there till 6 or 7 in the morning. He can't go to the store. He can't go to the bar. He can't go anywhere. He's stuck there for the next 10 hours. He can't do anything. He wants to go camping. You can't go camping. You can't go camping. You can't go anywhere. You got to go straight home, and you got to stay there. And that's what these people do. They go straight home and they stay there. They're not allowed to do anything, you guys. I've seen it in my program. These people don't go out and do anything. They don't go out and do anything. They own these people, and they're in it for life. So that's what I'm talking about. So I'm being hit. I got a cough. I got a cold. Last week they gave me energy. I wasn't getting hit, and they gave me energy. I had tons of energy. I went and bought some concrete. I bought some plywood for my truck because I'm going to build a new bed for the back of my pickup so we can go camping. So Tanner has a spot to lay and stuff. So I'm going to redo that. And I had so much energy. I was waking up early, and I wasn't tired or anything like that, And then now I got paid today, and now I got to order dog food. I better do that. So I got paid today, so now they're hitting me, and they want to see if I'll call for help or whatever. I have no problem calling for help, you guys. I'm not going to go through this another 6 months or another 3 months or another 2 months or another month. I'm not going to go through this. I went through hell the last from May until October. I went through hell, torturing my butt, for 5.5 months all day long. So I'm not going through that again. I'm not going to be hit again. I'm not going through this again. I will go to the hospital. It cost me $100. The bill will be $4,000, but I'll have to pay $100. I'm not going to sit here and go through this again. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. So I will go to the hospital, and it'll stop. So anyway, I suppose I'll cut this off, you guys. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. There hasn't been much going on except for now. I've been hit the last 3 days. So I figured they might pick it up this month. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to cut this off, and I hope you guys do well, and I'll talk to you guys later.